What is up, folks? Hope all is well. It's a wonderful, fine Saturday. My levels are actually nice this morning, I think. I'm not blaring. I'm good right now. Are you good? Because I'm good. I'm wonderful. Oh, you know, as you can tell, I'm using normal music. You know why? Because I just simply don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit, you know. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. I give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck at the same time. Like how many people out there are using copyrighted music and not getting shit for it? And you know, I would use normal music. I would use music that I pay for, but I can't because the company I pay through it for only lets me do it on my YouTube channel and not on Podbean or on my podcast, which is stupid because I'm paying them $15 a month. And you know, maybe I should just not pay them $15 a month anymore. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. How is my YouTube channel doing? Let's check here. Let's see what my statistics are. Oop. I went to the wrong place. Oh, I've got 802 subscribers now. I'm going up there, folks. I'm going up. Oh, so hope everybody's is doing well. I'm doing well. I didn't really have a topic for this podcast, but oh God, I love my shit. I'm just chill right now, and it's like, you know what, let's just podcast. We'll figure something out, and it'll turn into something more than likely. I did pull up my phone and saw another, let's see what her name is here. Married teacher and juvie cheerleading coach, 23, arrested for sexual affair with teen boy student. This is actually the second one of the, what is this? This is the second one in a week, actually. There's a picture here I'm trying to pull up on my on Monday, November 13th, so that would have been Monday. The Concord Police Department was notified of a potential inappropriate consensual relationship between a student and a teacher at Cox High Middle School, at Cox Mill High School. The 23-year-old female teacher was engaged in a relationship with the 17-year-old male student. Based on this, the following individual was charged as indicated below. 2 counts of indecent liberties with a student. Catherine Ross Reidenauer. 8/8 of 94. She was born 8/8 of 94. See, that 8/8 of 94. Maybe it's because I'm old as fuck and I turn 34 next week, but I just, somebody said this on Reddit yesterday that I saw that, 20 years ago to me feels like the 80s. It's like at some point time stopped and I'm like, 20 years ago was the 80s. No, 20 years ago was 1997. Or 1998 almost. I mean, in 1998, I was like, what was I turned 16, so I was 14 in 1998. I mean, or no. I was like, I can't remember. Math is hard sometimes, I swear. It's just, that just doesn't seem 1998. To me, it feels like somebody who was born in 98 shouldn't be teaching right now because they should still be a kid, which they're not. She's 23. And here locally, a teacher, was she a science teacher or something? I can't remember. But it happened here locally in OKC. It was in Yukon, which is like a suburb of OKC. She had consensual relationship with, it's either an 18-year-old or a 14-year-old. I'm not sure. I haven't found that out yet. I haven't figured that out yet because I've heard both sides of it. And there's actually a guy on Reddit yesterday or this week that said that he found out his wife was having a relationship with a student, and people were saying that was him in Yukon, but this student right here in North Carolina, he's 18, so that might be him too. I mean, she's really not that attractive. I mean, she's not attractive. This girl I'm talking about in Concord, North Carolina. Like, I don't know. I mean, even the girl here in Yukon. I mean, she's just. I mean, all these people look the same to me. They all have those little poofy lips and like, they're what people perceive as like, ooh, I want to fuck her. Yeah, that kind of chick. I mean, there's this criteria that all men see, and they're like, yeah, I'd fuck that. And it's just like, it's like a. We all have a common agreement on what's fuckable and what's not fuckable. But to be truthful, we'd fuck anything with a vagina. I mean, that's just a dude. But see, here's the thing. Like the older, this may be just me be getting older. This may just be me, or it may be just aging or whatever. I can't really say aging, but like. I just totally lost my train of thought. I don't. Damn it! I totally lost my train of thought. I did. It was there, and it was gone. It's just gone, and that's frustrating as hell. Where was I going with this? Okay. They're attractive, but okay, that's where I was going with it. Okay, yeah. All men want to fuck. Like, that's just the thing. I mean, the problem I'm having with this is like women are turning into men. Like, they're turning into dudes. Like, they're fucking everything. And as a dude, I don't want to date another dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to date a dude. I don't want to come home and with a wife that's like constantly trying to hump my leg. I mean, because that's what a dude does. Like, we are like primed and ready to fuck 24/7. I don't want that in a woman. I really don't. I don't want her not to, but at the same time, I don't want that. I don't want people who I don't want. That was weird. Like, I don't want like a. What am I trying to say? Like, somebody who wants to fuck all the time. I know, and somebody who thinks who has one focus in life, and that's sex, because that's not a good. I talk about values a lot, and that's not a good value to have. Like, sexual pleasure, if that has a value in your life that you value a lot, and you live your life for that, that's a bad idea. That's just a stupid idea, because you're valuing. Everybody like seeks comfort and seeks happiness. That's what we're all doing. We're seeking happiness and we're seeking comfort. And having a value that seeks comfort is a bad idea. Because the same thing that that thing will be the end of you. Like, I was thinking about this on the way home from the gym this morning. Like, let's take fat people, for example, like obese people. They eat themselves to death. Food gives them comfort. Being lazy gives them comfort. Sitting in a bed gives them comfort. But that very thing is the thing that kills them. And, I'm not saying that sex is going to kill you, but it's just a bad... If your entire life, like if your entire focus is that, and that's what the problem that I see with just everything in general is just, we're all just like sexual freaking... And that's bad. This is coming from a dude who, like, you're probably like, dude, you talk about sex all the time. You want to fuck? And I'm like, yes. Like I just told you, I want to fuck 95% of the time. But I don't. I have a little thing called self-control. I know when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate, when to desire it, when not to desire it. I have control over my emotions. You've heard the term, it's always a good idea to jerk off before you go on a date. I live by that rule. My best dates have been after I've jerked off. Because I just, like, that desire there, like, that attachment to something is gone. Like, it's just gone. And when you're detached from something, you see things for what they are and not what you want them to be. Or not what you want. You just simply, it's just there. It just exists. And you can enjoy it for what it is, not what you want it to be. Or, not what you want it to be. It just is. But I just, and I was reading the comments on that story about the girl from Yukon, from here locally. People are saying, well, yeah, I'd fuck that. I mean, why are all these teachers, where was all these hot teachers when I was in school? I totally agree with that. I had one hot teacher in school, and I remember her vividly. No, I had like a 7th grade, science teacher that she would always wear different colored panties underneath a white, like, dress thing. You could always see him. I don't remember much of that class, to be honest with you. I remember that, but it's just like, like you walk into a black room with like the black lights and you wear colored clothing and it just kind of pops. Like that's the only thing you see. That was my 7th grade science class for most of the year. Good times. But I didn't let, I guess I did let that rule but I was a kid, Would I say that would distract me now? If I would be lying if I said no, but still, you don't let that rule your life. And that's the problem. That's the fundamental problem with these teachers. There's so many of them. Yes, they're letting sex rule their life. I mean, can you say it's a power thing? I don't think it's a power thing. Well, no. I disagree. I guess that's because, I've said it before. If you don't have good values, sex, greed, and power rule your life. And sex and power kind of roll in with these teachers situation. Can you not say that it's a power thing? It's like, I've got power, and I'm getting pleasure. That's like a double whammy, isn't it? Now, in the Yukon story, that's the Yukon teacher. I read the story. I think it was Fox or something. It was on Reddit, but obviously it was on Reddit. Everything I read is on Reddit. It said that she, okay, apparently the cops set this up. I guess the parents found the phone of the kid and gave it to the authorities, and the authorities made a sting operation where they texted her and she texted them back, and they knocked on the door and she texted back saying it was unlocked, and I guess she was found she was found on her living room floor surrounded by candles in a Christmas kitty shirt. And there's actually a picture of her if you just Google her name. I think Hunter Day was her name or something. Something like that's a Hunter Day. That's a hooker name. I mean, Vegas hooker. that's mean. Not all chicks, not all hunters are prostitutes. Just this one. For a fact, we know. She's not a prostitute. She's just a little, sex grave maniac. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, and I was being stupid on the Reddit post, and I was like, man, she probably can't even fold socks. I was waiting for some feminist or something to be like, yeah, not all women, we're made to fold socks and fix your dinner and all this bullshit. And I'm not, I'm not saying that because like I just said, females, you don't want, I don't think I have a whole lot of female viewers in this podcast, but you don't want, male or female, you don't want somebody whose life is ruled by sex. You just don't. Because it's just going to be, with the life ruled by sex, that's saying that worldly pleasure, outside worldly pleasures dominate your life. It's just not sex. It's likes on Facebook. It's brand new cars you can't afford. It's debt. It's clothes you can't afford. It's just, if you actually look at these people, the types of people who do this stuff, they have they like attention on social media. They drive newer, nice cars they can't afford. They're always dressing weird. They've got the little poofy lips, and they always look like somebody. They look like somebody who would do this because they are somebody who would do it. That's their whole purpose. Their whole purpose of looking good, the way they look, is to get outside attention to fulfill that need that they need to feel good about themselves. It's an inward problem. You can see most people on the outside who have an inward problem. It's pretty simple. It's pretty obvious. If you study study the art, I guess, of yoga and looking inward, when you look out in the world and you look at people, you'll be able to pick out the ones who get that they get their rocks off of, outsidely pleasures. It's weird. It's not something I'd ever, it's simple. It's just, you're simply seeing people for what they are, not what they want you to think they are. Good times. I didn't even see when I started this podcast, so I don't know how long I'm going to go. Oh, man. So I need to check something before I forget about it again. I was driving home, and there's there's an RV in a parking lot, right down the street from where I live. And it's $3,500. It's a Class C. That's not it right there, is it? I don't think that's it. That doesn't look like it's it. Actually, that might be it. No. Does it say where this thing is? 2001 Winnebago Journey. This says it's 30,000, but the one on let's see if I can find it on Craigslist before I forget it and look at it again. God, these are overpriced, man. These are way overpriced. Let's do 5,000. Can I search? Let's do more. Nope. I don't see it anywhere. You must not have put it on Craigslist. Huh. That's interesting. But anyway, it's like $3,500. It's very, very tempting. There's probably something wrong with it, though. These are way, way overpriced. $19.99. $13,500. I don't know, folks. I found a house. I found two houses actually on one lot for $15,000. That's on the east side of Oklahoma City. That's tempting. It's very, very tempting. Very, very, very tempting. Yeah, I don't see it. Do I still? He might have just posted the amount wrong on there. See, there's a 95 Class A motorhome for $30,000. That's stupid. No. Like, an RV depreciates 89% after 15 years. Why am I going to pay $30,000? That's just 89%. That's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, folks. I will see you next time. Still planning my my weekcation, by the way, so that's coming up. Just gotta figure out some time off from work. All right, folks. Peace out. See you later.